prompted that after your touchdown?
Sometimes you black out on the field. In a good way. I definitely blacked out from a concussion, which isn't a good way. But I looked up in the stands, and in the front row, all I saw was a woman giving me the double bird. So I'm not sure exactly what came out of my mouth next.
Aaron Rodgers, Packers quarterback, after that great moment when he ran for the touchdown, took a big hit, did the championship belt maneuver, and then yelled, "I own you," plus some other words that we can't repeat lest we get in trouble as the Packers win their 5th straight over a Bears team that had an opportunity. It wasn't a blowout. They didn't embarrass themselves, but clearly with Aaron Rodgers, Packers are in a higher category than the Bears or any other team in their division. It's superlatives time. Mike, I'll let you have the first one.
I appreciate that very much, Mike. And I'm going to go with the man just wins, and that would be Lamar Jackson. I mean, what do you say? They get an easy win yesterday. We talked about it already, but he now has the most wins under 25 years old. He was in a tie with the Hall of Famer Dan Marino at 34. He is now 35-8. So the winningest quarterback under 25 years old. And, I mean, he just keeps getting better, right? MVP already. We know he can run, passes the ball better. I wish his receivers would stop dropping the ball. That happened some more yesterday as well. Wasn't had a couple of interceptions again and more drops as I talked about. But forgetting the play of this individual game, a game where, as I mentioned, the lines of scrimmage were so dominant, he just continues to lead in an incredible way. His legs and what he can do and how dangerous he is ridiculous. It's things we haven't seen put together with an arm that he has as well, and how they're building around him, and a great relationship, obviously, with Andrews, the tight end that he has. But he just wins. I mean, they just follow him. He is the leader, and he wins ball games to the tune, as I said now, 35-8, the winningest quarterback under 25 years old. That deserves applause without question.
Absolutely, positively. And look, Mike, this is a guy who already should have gotten his gigantic financial reward for what he's done and what he will still do. They have a bye after the Bengals this weekend. And the narrative early in the year was Lamar Jackson's too focused on football to negotiate his contract because he serves as his own agent. Well, that's all the more reason to have an agent, frankly, if you're too busy to do it yourself.
Yeah.
During the bye week, they've got to get it done. And I said this after the Monday night win over the Colts. Just get the Josh Allen contract, change the name to Lamar Jackson, change the team to Baltimore Ravens, and get it done. Because my guess is he wanted that one after Josh Allen did it, and the Ravens were like, well, this is different. No. Give him the Josh Allen contract and just be done with it. And I hope they get it done over the bye week. If they don't, it's just unfortunate because he could get injured at any time. And he is helping that team arguably in a way that few quarterbacks are helping their teams right now. I mean, there are short-list MVP candidates, and he's clearly one of them, and they got to get this guy taken care of. He's special, he's accomplished, and he's on a mission this year, and it's fun to watch. All right, first one for me. Okay, I believe. That is my award for the Arizona Cardinals, because I've been picking them to lose like every week since they got to 3-0. Okay, now's the time. Correction Sunday. It's Correction Sunday. It's Correction Sunday. Because you see it every year. There's a team that starts off 4-0, 5-0. The loss is coming. They're not going to keep winning these games. Well, and they got the Texans this week. So 6-0 is going to become 7-0. Then they got, hey, Mike, I don't want to peek too far ahead on the schedule, but Week 8, Thursday night game, Packers at Cardinals. Are you kidding me? But there aren't a ton of games that I look at and say, the Cardinals are stepping into a buzzsaw here. I mean, they're in a position where if they can keep doing what they've done, it sounds weird to say it, but like 14-3 is not out of the question. 15-2 is not out of the question for them. They got the Cowboys Week 17, which should be awesome. They got the Rams again, the 49ers again, the Seahawks twice, but what are the Seahawks going to be? I mean, this is a team that's already 6 games in, 6 wins. They don't have to do much more to get to the playoffs. The question is, are they going to get the 1 seed? And I believe, of course, that may be the kiss of death. That may mean they finally fall apart. Now that I fully believe in the Cardinals, they're going to go the other way. They're going to lose to the Texans this weekend. I'm kidding, I think.
Oh, I don't believe in that kiss of death stuff. Losing to Texans, that would be unbelievable. But to your point, I mean, it's very difficult to go undefeated. This year would be obviously 17-0, just like I think it's hard to not win a game either. So they'll probably drop a couple of games. But again, what I lean to is we keep talking about the offense. It's an excellent offense. They're scoring, over 32 points a game. And as I continue to mention, and it's not rocket science, I'm not the only one, is it's a scoring NFL now. The top teams are scoring over 30 points. But if you can get a defense that can come to town every now and then and get the job done, and Arizona's defense can do that. Arizona's defense is one of the top scoring defenses in the league at just over 18 points a game. So while it's hard to completely shut down a team like we saw Baltimore do to the Chargers yesterday, to a high-scoring team like that, that's more a rarity than not. Normally it'll be up and score a little bit, but if you can hold them down some, that to me is going to be the difference. Just like Tampa Bay scored a lot of points last year, but their defense came up big for them when it had to. Arizona has that kind of a defense that can come up. It's a top 10 defense statistically overall, but the bottom line is how many points do you give up? They don't give up, even 19 points a game. So that's something I think that's going to take them a long way. My second superlative is going to be the guy just keeps getting it done even though he's getting the ball. And that's Cooper Kupp. I mean, it's amazing. Now, they got a monster win yesterday, 38-11, but he's right up at the top of the league in receptions. He and Davante Adams and Tyreek Hill. With 46 receptions and all right around the same targets. But it just blows my mind, and I guess I could include those guys, is when you have a top receiver and everybody knows the ball is going there, yet the ball still goes there, and you see the guy open more often than not. It is amazing. Now, it was the Giants, and the Giants are not a very good football team at all. And, oh, by the way, the total was 49 in that game, a number we hadn't seen in the NFL. But what he does and what he's able to do and finding route running and finding the open space and using his hands so well, and obviously an incredible quarterback to get him to the ball, it blows my mind. So 6 games in, sitting there at 46 receptions and 7 touchdowns. He just keeps doing it over and over again. Like I said, I guess I could add Davante Adams and Tyreek Hill since they have 46 receptions each. But it blows my mind how this guy week in and week out just keeps getting the ball. They just keep finding him. He just stays open.
That Thursday night game against the Seahawks, it felt like there was a concerted effort to showcase Robert Woods because he apparently wasn't happy that it's all skewed so heavily toward Cooper Kupp. Well, that was a one-game respite because it was 12 targets for Cooper Kupp, 9 catches, 130 and 2 touchdowns. Woods had 5 targets, 2 catches, 31 yards, and a touchdown. It's hard to complain when you're winning. But yep. It used to be 1 and 1A, and now it's becoming Cooper Kupp, the clear-cut number 1 receiver in that offense, especially with Matthew Stafford. Last one for me, and then we got to take a break. Maybe we should just move to London and be done with it, because the Jaguars, they're 4-4 now playing in London. Their record over the past however many years they've been playing in London is nowhere close to 500, even with that 2017 season that somehow had them on the brink of the Super Bowl. They have been bad, but kudos to the Jaguars for getting their win, first time since week 1 of 2020.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.